I got a comment from one of you, from Nefertiti Forever, and it really stood out. They said, I'm a skeet shooter, and on certain stations, I'm always below the clay. Now, if you've ever felt the same, missing targets that feel easy, this video is for you, because this is not just your problem. This is a very common mistake most shooters don't even realize. And today, we're going to fix it. Before we continue, if you enjoy this kind of content, please consider supporting the channel. Subscribe to No Recoil Shotgun and like this video. Most people watch, but don't subscribe. And honestly, that makes it harder to keep improving these videos for you. If something here helps you, even a little, that support really matters. And if you feel anything can be better, just leave a comment. I read everyone, and I use your feedback to make each video better for you. Now, let's get into it. What's really going wrong? Let's get something straight right away. Most shooters believe this is an aiming issue. They think, maybe I need more lead. Maybe my timing is off. Maybe I just need more practice. But here's the truth. It's not an aiming problem. It's a trajectory problem. Your gun is not aligned with the flight path of the target. You are tracking. Yes, you are moving. Yes, but you're doing it on the wrong plane. You're tracking too low. And once you fall below that target line, everything starts to break down. Your corrections come too late. Your shots feel rushed. And no matter what you try, the clay keeps flying just over your barrel. And the worst part? It feels like you're close. But close doesn't break targets. Why this happens more than you think? This is one of the most common issues in skeet shooting, but it's also one of the least recognized, because it hides in plain sight. When you miss low, your brain tells you, speed up, give more lead. But those are the wrong corrections. You're solving the wrong problem. And when you apply the wrong fix, you reinforce the mistake. That's why some shooters struggle with the same station for years. Not because they lack skill, but because they misunderstand what's actually happening. The real causes why you shoot low. Let's break this down clearly. There isn't just one cause. It's usually a combination of small habits that stack together. First, your hold point is too low. This is where everything begins. If your gun starts below the target line, you are already behind before the bird even appears. Now you're forced to catch up vertically. And under pressure, you don't, you stay low. Second, your eyes pick the target late. This is huge. The later you see the target, the more rushed your movement becomes. And when shooters rush, they default to what feels safe. They stay under the bird, because going above feels risky. So your brain plays it safe, and that safety costs you hits. Third, your gun mount drops during movement. This is subtle, but deadly. You might start in a good position, but as you swing, your front hand softens, your posture relaxes, your barrel dips. And just like that, you've fallen below the line again. Most shooters don't even notice this happening, but it's there every time. Fourth, you're chasing the target instead of matching it. This is the big one. Chasing means reacting. Matching means anticipating. When you chase, you're always behind. When you match, you move with the target. Same speed, same direction, same level, but if you're below the line, you can't match it, so you chase. And chasing leads to missing low. All of these issues lead to one simple result. Your barrel stays under the target line. And if your barrel is under, your shot will be under. Every single time. The simple fix. This changes everything. Now here's the good news. This is not a complicated fix. You don't need to rebuild your technique. You don't need thousands of rounds. You just need a small adjustment in awareness and setup. First, raise your hold point slightly, not dramatically. Not exaggerated, just enough to meet the target line. Think of it like this. You don't want to go up to the bird. You want to start on its level. That one change removes the need to correct vertically. And when you remove correction, you gain control. Second, pick the target earlier. This is about your eyes, not your gun. The earlier you see the clay, the calmer your movement becomes. Early eyes equals smooth gun. Instead of reacting, you prepare. Instead of rushing, you flow. And most importantly, you stay on line. Third, match the clay's line, not just its direction. This is where most shooters go wrong. They follow the direction, but ignore the height. That's a mistake. You need to think in 3D, not just left and right, but up and down. Visualize the clay's path like an invisible rail in the sky. Your job is to stay on that rail, not below it, not chasing it, but riding it. Fourth, keep your gun moving on the same level. This is discipline. No dipping, no dropping, no hesitation. Your barrel should feel like it's gliding, smooth, controlled level. If your gun stays on plane, your shot stays on plane. And that's where consistency comes from. Quick drill, instant improvement. Let's make this practical. Here's something you can try immediately on your next round. Before calling pull, pause for a moment. Don't rush. Visualize the clay's full flight path. See it clearly in your mind. Where it starts, where it rises, where it travels. Then, set your gun slightly on that line, not under it, not guessing, on it. Now, when you call for the bird, just move with it. Don't attack, don't chase. Stay level, stay connected, stay smooth, and then take the shot. What you'll notice is immediate. Less panic, less correction, more control. And suddenly, the shot feels natural. What you'll feel after fixing this. This is where it gets exciting. Once you correct your trajectory, everything changes. Targets stop floating above your barrel. That frustrating feeling disappears. Your timing becomes easier. You're no longer rushing to fix mistakes mid-swing. Your hits become cleaner, not lucky hits, but solid, centered breaks. And most importantly, you stop guessing, because now you understand what you're doing and why it works. Why this small change is so powerful. Here's something most shooters never realize. Shooting is not about doing more. It's about doing less, but correctly. When your line is right, you don't need big adjustments. You don't need aggressive corrections. The shot becomes simple, and simple is repeatable. Repeatable is consistent. That's what builds confidence. Final message. Let me make this as clear as possible. You're missing because you're low. Fix your line, and your hits will follow. Not gradually, not eventually, immediately. Because once your barrel meets the target line, everything else falls into place. Now, I want to hear from you. Which station gives you the most trouble? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Like this video, subscribe to No Recoil Shotgun. Share this with your shooting partners. Because sometimes, one small adjustment fixes everything.